Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about these two books. They're case cutlery books. If you are a case collector, or you just like case knives, these are two great books. I'm just going to go over them really quick. They're not really book reviews. I wanted to throw it out there for you all so you could see some resources that are available if you were interested in picking one up. So if you'd like to hear more about these two books, go ahead and check out the video. All right, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. A couple cool books here we're going to go over real quick. They're not very expensive. Honestly, I think they were in the $25 range. Both of these are used. They're easy to find them. And they both approach things differently. So that's important. You'll want to hear about that before you clock off the video here. Hi to all my viewers. Welcome back. And as always, you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And we're going to talk about the truth here in a minute. So both of these books are good. This one provides a more critical look at case cutlery. Not that this book is not honest, it just doesn't look at it in a critical manner. It's mainly a positive look at the case company. This one is a little more critical. We'll talk about problems that the company had, things like that, and so it illuminates a little bit more. This one on this side really does a good job. It was produced in close coordination with the family, and so it's basically showing pictures and then explaining what the pictures are, but along the way you're learning a lot of history. And for instance, when it's talking about kinfolk's cutlery, it's talking about what Dean's position there was and what tent chaplain's position was in case cutlery or kinfolk's cutlery. And those are fascinating looks at information you don't normally get. You normally just know, hey, Dean Case founded kinfolk's cutlery, but there's a whole lot more to that story. And so let me move these knives off here and we'll look at them. So this is the newer of the two books, but only by a year. So they both were put out early in the 2000s. Shirley Bosser and John Sullivan produced this book right here, copyrighted 2006. And so it's the newer version. And you can see all these pictures, and with each picture there's a story that goes with the picture, and that's really cool. So they're giving you some real good family insight into what's going on. One of the pictures in here is a receipt from a company out in Nebraska in 1899, and mentions that Russ Case was out there selling. And of course, we know the Case brothers were out there, Kansas and Nebraska. That's the first time I saw positive mention that they were actually selling knives out there. And they were. So, really cool book. There's good family pictures here. Russ was an avid outdoorsman, and really cool look at the history of case cutlery. This is after American Brands bought the company, and you can see it talks about the new factory, the people involved there working, what their jobs were, what they did, and just a really cool look at case and how it evolved. So obviously this would end at 2006, the information here. This book, written by Brad Lockwood, is a little more critical. So it just gives a different perspective than the other book. I'm glad I got both of them. So this one takes you through the history of Case, just like the other one. It's a little different though. It's a lot more reading, a lot more of the case history, a lot more of the facts, whether those facts are good or they're bad. And so that's a fascinating look into the case company, the decisions that were made, why the decisions were made, and gives you a lot of good information if you're a collector. It's not really a collector book, so it's a book about case cutlery. So it's not really a collector book talking about individual knives as such, but a lot of the information you glean from this book, you can apply it to knives that you have. This is one problem with the book, and so it has some non-printed pages. And so you could see, I don't know whether that's every manual or just mine, but you can see it's page 256, and over here it's 258, so 257 is just missing. And I've read them, and I find like the story doesn't follow this page, so there's a little bit missing, a lot of bit missing in the end of this book. So you have to be prepared for that. I think some of the pages that are missing I wish I had. So this page right here, there's some really important information missing from there. But overall, really good book. I got both these books after I started my case history, but of course I got the final case history to go from 1972 to today. And so there is some information in here I can put in the new history of it. So that is those books, and they're worth having. I love being able to get a hold of information like that. If you're looking for more information about your collection, gathering books like this is a great way to supplement your collecting. It really makes it richer. You have a better understanding of the historical context of these knives that you're collecting. So thanks again. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I really appreciate you guys.